Hello, Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with your next chapter of Incredible Journeys, Discovery, Adventure, Danger and Endurance by Will Everson Cook. As I said in the previous video, I hope you're loving this book as half as much as I am. It is, as you can see, it's an absolutely fabulous book full of outstanding illustrations, but also the information that we're learning throughout all of this, I think, is absolutely incredible. So today we're learning about Magellan and Drake, Voyages to the New World. Please can I remind you that when you are listening to these novel study teaching and learning points, that you can pause these videos whenever you need to and refer back to them at any point. All you need to do is just click on the video here on this section and just click on the name and it will take you directly to this link. So, Magellan and Drake, Voyages to the New World. When I was young, one of the most popular adventure stories around told of the seafaring explorer Sir Francis Drake, who was so feared by his enemies that they called him the Dragon. He was said to have taken a snare drum all around the world on his journeys. Before he died, he ordered it to be sent home to England, instructing that in times of trouble it should be beaten and the world return from and he would return from the dead to save the nation. Now he is known in legend as the country's protector. This is his story. In the 16th century, there lived an Italian explorer called Amerigo Vespucci. He realized that the Caribbean islands Christopher Columbus had traveled to were part of a continent unknown to the Western world, meaning that there were almost certainly more land beyond them to explore. The rulers of Spain asked the Portuguese man named Ferdinand Magellan to lead an expedition. In 1519, Magellan and his crew completed the first nearly complete circumnavigation of the globe. They sailed to America, across the Pacific, around the Cape of Good Hope, and back to Europe, disproving the popular theory that the Earth was flat. Tragically, Magellan didn't make it home. He was killed by a tribe in the Philippines. In 1540, some 20 years after the death of Magellan, Francis Drake was born into a family of sea merchants and pirates in the southern town of Tavistock in England. By 1560, he was commanding a ship between Africa and the Caribbean, trading slaves, a cruel practice that involved capturing people in Africa and forcing them to work in the Caribbean. Drake's boat was attacked by the Spanish, but he managed to escape and return home. It was a huge financial disaster, but it brought him to the attention of Queen Elizabeth I. The Queen wanted to compete with Spanish success, so in 1577 she gave Drake permission to see what lay beyond the Magellan Strait. The expedition sailed from Plymouth accompanied by sailing ships so that he wouldn't need to land in Spanish territory too often, which could lead to confrontations, and reached the coast of South America a few months later. They crossed the Magellan Strait and then sped north, hugging the west coast of Chile. They raided Spanish towns and seized provisions along the way, and often chased and plundered Spanish ships, stealing gold, silver, pearls, and other treasure. Drake claimed a strip of the land in which is now California for Queen Elizabeth, and then sailed west towards the Philippines and eventually all the way around to Africa. He returned to Plymouth with more than half of his crew still alive and plenty of treasure for Queen Elizabeth. She made him a knight and he became very rich and famous. So you can see that this is the types of ships that he sailed on throughout his time. So as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our chapter of Magellan and Drake. Please remember you can always come back to it whenever you need to, and you can always reference any of our other videos just by clicking on the links here. We hope, as I said, you're enjoying the story so far, and if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to get in contact. Speak to you soon. Bye.